single day and I had to fight her. Kara, is that a good problem to have to kind of scale back for the player like that? Oh, you always want to turn someone down rather than have to turn them up. Think about it. If you have to vex here, you're physically at the prime. Like you're young, you feel good. And then towards the end of your career, you're at your mental prime. Like you have an understanding of how everything works. And so in the middle, when those two kind of connect, that's what's happening with her. And I think she's already one of the best guards in the league. But to me, to be like a number one option, a number two option on a big time team, I think Burton has that in her on both ends. Both Burton and Caitlin Clark sitting this one out. In terms of sitting out for the minutes here, they both started on each other. It'll be an interesting matchup to watch here throughout this game.
This is something we saw Golden State doing today in shoot-around, anticipating the switching, being able to hit the roller on a guard who's on a mismatch.
First look for Salon coming off the bench. Golden State strength is the bench. They average almost about 37 points, tops in the league. Chen now defending Mitchell. Will guide this bench. Valkyries basketball. Mitchell picking up the first.
Everything that Golden State talked about was not letting Indiana.
No, I gotta get in a better spot here. Hold on a second.
Bodies with their challenges in the second half. That was a big strength of Indiana, getting to the free throw line.
There we go.
Early on, Golden State's done a pretty good job of limiting them there.
56 total free throw attempts in the game on Friday between these two teams. And a hefty dose in the second half of free throw attempts. Chen is in trouble. That's a long two. Lets it fire. And it rattles home.
And Chen, picking up where she left off in this matchup, had her career high in game 1 against the Fever. She's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
18 points, 7-11 from the field on Friday. Cunningham from up top. And Hayes letting one go. She saw Solani. Couldn't quite get it to her. Here's Johnson back the other way. Johnson driving, penetrating, and making it.
And I like the activity of Tipson early in this one. I mean, she's gotten her hands on a lot of things defensively. She is running the floor extremely hard, getting rebounds, passing the ball at the floor.
Yeah.
That starts with her.
That's her job as a young player, right? Like, do the simple things that you're supposed to be doing well. You don't have to do anything complicated. And I agree with China. I think her pace sprinting the floor has been really good early. Look, here she is again. Try to post that. There we go.
She's got Hayes on her.
Hines Allen gets her first look, leaves it short. And here with the rebound. Salon for three. Just the second three-point make here for the Valkyries.
She was due. 1 for 13 from 3 in her last 2 games. She has not shot the ball well here in the last few.
Chanel Salon started out 21.5 points per game in the first couple of games here of the season. And get back to that rhythm. Kelsey Mitchell to Hines Allen. The up fake. One dribble, can't get it.
And that's the shot that Golden State wants her to take. Not a lot of movement on offense right now for the Fever.
The touches for Salon and muscles her way through Cunningham for the two. So we'll back it up. About a 3-second differential, game and shot clock. As Hayes defended. This was so key defensively last Friday. Cunningham for three. Can't get the bounce. Ball's loose. And so far, so good for Golden State.
Well, that's the first.
Johnson, less than a week against this Indiana Fever team and has the home crowd.
I am going to go muted and black screen during commercial breaks, you guys.
Presented by
Don't worry, we will resume right after the commercial break. Any of you guys going to see this new He-Man movie? Looking forward to it. Yes, CC is playing. I got tickets to go see this at my local theater. You guys should check it out. Interesting first quarter. CC sat down with about 3.5 minutes left to go. Get a little rest in. She's probably going to play 7 or 8 minutes a quarter. That's what it's looking like. So we'll see here as we get started on the second quarter. I don't know if y'all caught the interview Stephanie White did. She actually had heaps of praises for Caitlyn. And it didn't sound like it was scripted. It didn't sound like it was pre-written. It sounded like it was just off the cuff. And she was speaking just right off her mind or from her heart. So, I don't know. She had positive things to say, and it was kind of weird to hear her speaking that way about Caitlyn.
Thursday Night Football returns September 17th. It's on Prime.
WNBA. Kayla Gray with you from San Francisco and the second meeting between.
I wanted to go to this game so bad just to go and see some nice weather, visit my sister out in California. But unfortunately couldn't take time away from work to go to this one.
Versus defense, you know the Valkyries, one of the tops in the league. What makes them so good defensively again this year?
Well, I think, one, it starts with having really good individual defenders, and they have that. And certainly getting Gabby Williams from Seattle, her signing here as a free agent, I think uplifted their defense to a different level. They're disruptive, they're very connected, and they fly around, and they're very disciplined in where they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to be doing.
You're absolutely right about personnel. The Golden State Valkyries are actually the only team in the WNBA that can boast 2 all-defensive team members in their lineup. And that tells you a lot about the type of player that they want on this team, defensive-minded. Caitlin Clark facing her 3rd different defender with Gabby Williams. The other thing that Natalie McCarthy talks about is
What's that about, an alien clone?
this team is last in field goal percentage shooting in the WNBA. I'm not saying
I heard something about the government just dropped the alien.gov website, or aliens.gov website.
Kelsey Mitchell's first points. Boston and Mitchell had combined for 0 points after the first quarter.
Oh, it's just good for Indiana to see a three-pointer go down. I mean, they're over their first 8. And I thought they got quality looks in the first quarter. They just didn't make them.
Salon once again.
Salon is on fire tonight.
Games of the season, kind of Salon here tonight. Kelsey Mitchell is so difficult to guard off the ball because she's always moving and shaking. That's an excellent screen set for her to just step back into that 3. And then another great screen set there by Amelia to free up Salon for that long look from long range. Boston with that physicality. This here with the length. Boston gets it back. We got an offensive foul call against Boston. It's her first.
Dang.
I wasn't a fan of that.
Straight bodied her in the paint.
Why not? Well, I just thought
thought she stayed within her cylinder there. Just, I mean, she's stronger. We know that. I mean, we didn't need her falling to know that Leah was stronger than.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah.
The arm didn't come away from the body. There wasn't a very obvious lower of the shoulder.
I mean, you don't get fouls because you're strong. You know, like I just didn't think that was a good call, but hey.
Salon, the kick out to Gabby Williams, 7 seconds to work with. Tries against Caitlin Clark and finishes.
Yeah, juxtapose that with the first play of the game where she settled for a 3, right? And so Williams is a better three-point shooter, but she can't settle when she has an advantageous matchup. She's got to get to the paint. And so, you know, this is something that Golden State tried to do in Indiana as ISO Caitlin. It's something that a lot of teams do, right? One-on-one.
She only needed 3 assists to set the new record, so
Williams with the athleticism and takes it right to the rim for a layup.
I think she has 1 or 2 already.
She's just picked up her second personal, too. That's huge. And if you're the Indiana Fever defensively in that situation, you have to know where you can slough off and possibly dig a little bit and help Caitlin in that situation in the middle of the floor. And then here again goes down, and again a foul call against Boston. She's picked up 2 quickies. The 2 old South Carolina teammates jockeying for position here.
Spur of the moment. What can I say? I decided, hell, I've got the game available.
Can't really tell from that
Let's see if we can share it with the world. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for this or not. I am, you know, it is Amazon's broadcast on Prime.
And now Boston's going to have to sit out, guys, with 8:35 here in the second quarter.
So I don't know if I'm going to be okay with this or not. I don't know if YouTube's going to gig me. We'll see.
Williams kicks it around and around the ball. Then gets back in transition defense. Caitlin Clark along 2, too strong. Clark is 1 for 5 here to start. Valkyries on a 7-0 run. John gets Clark to switch out on. Williams against Hall. Williams from mid-range this time. We've seen a whole shot repertoire now. Gabby Williams, a 3-pointer, a mid-range, and a drive to the hoop. Clark behind the back, dancing a little bit, draws another foul. She'll get more free throws here coming, and draws it against Chen. The second time she's drawn a foul on a 3-point shot here tonight.
That's exactly what you talked about earlier, Kayla. It happens so quickly. She goes from the bounce into the shot. She's shifty with her feet. She's moving. All of a sudden, she's stepping back. And before you know it, you don't even realize you're out of position. You're compromised.
It's a step back.
Yeah.
Because you climb up on the step back and then you kind of get a little eager.
Let's take a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule on ION, the doubleheader Phoenix at New York, Atlanta at Portland. Coming up on Saturday, it's CBS's turn. Indiana at Portland as part of this 2-game road trip. NBC and Peacock with Las Vegas at Golden State. For more of these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app.
Okay, a couple things. We talked to Stephanie White before the game, and then one of the things she talked about was just Billings and Hines getting the feel for their team, how that does take time. So it's not perfect that Boston picks up 2 fouls, but good opportunity here now to see those 2 veteran bigs. They won in this league before. They played on different teams. You know, they should be able to not only just hold down the fort, but make big contributions with Boston out here.
Williams finding Charles for 3, and 4 of them now for a team here for Valkyries. Largest lead of the game, plus 11. Clark, a kick ball. Golden State's way.
That's all Veronica Burton.
These guys are so fun to watch. I love Golden State. Okay, I love how competitive they are. I love how gritty they are. I love how much they play together. I mean, they're playing. They're playing tonight.
All right, timeout by the Fever. Indiana, Caitlin Clark, trailing by 11 on the road.
I'm gonna grab my tablet and get the box score pulled up. Give me 1 second, guys. So I checked the box score, and it doesn't look like they have credited Caitlyn with an assist yet, which is weird because they gave her one for the exact same play in the opening of the meeting against Valkyrie. And what was it? It was Clark to Mitchell in the exact same play. Only today it was Clark to Billings, and they didn't give Clark the assist on that one. So I don't know. So she still needs 3 more to make the record.
First to call a timeout to try to reset, trailing by 11 with 7 minutes of change left here in the first half. Golden State Valkyries. We know that they are elite last year and again leading the league in makes and attempts this year. They want to hit the paint so that they can spray out for 3-pointers, but they've just been ready, locked and loaded with the threes. And everyone on the floor had the green light to take those 3-point looks. Tyler Charles, talk about someone's career who's really blossomed in the right system.
It's weird people leave because I turn off the commercials. Like, you guys want to watch the commercials?
But you can tell that she's come in looking to be more efficient. Her second season, she was really a starter last year.
I mean, I suppose I could leave it on during the commercials if people stick around. I don't get it, but whatever.
Shooting numbers 1 for 9. And the only 3-pointer, Kelsey Mitchell at the start of the
Just so the people who come in, just so you know, when we go to like a commercial break or something, I typically mute it and cut the video. That way you guys don't have to watch crap commercials.
And I've liked a lot of what they're doing, all right? They're up 11, but that was just a settle to me by Burton. Like, touch the paint, get in there. I mean, what started it for her was putting her head down and getting into the paint and creating some help somewhere and then kicking it.
Johnson to Clark.
What are you talking about? Cece's there tonight. She's playing. She's right there.
That's where Maisha Hines-Allen can be really special in this offense is her screening ability. She's a big body.
She's literally right there. That's Cece. She's on the court tonight. And a steal.
Here comes Clark. Fastest pace in the league. Here comes the fever. They can get you quickly. Looking for a cutting. Cunningham turns it over. Gabby Williams to Salon for the finish. Can't get it. Too strong on the left side.
Oh! Blonde Bomber never disappoints.
Just the second 3-point make here for the Fever, but it forces the hand for Natalie DeCosta to call the timeout.
Well, we knew this Indiana offense was not going to be held down for that long. The 3 ball is a staple of it. Clark and Cunningham and the Fever pull within 5.
All right, so here we go. We're going to a commercial break. I'm going to mute it and cut the video, but we'll be right back after the commercial break. There's nothing wrong with the live stream. Just not watching commercials. All right? I don't know. If you guys want me to... Hey, you know what? Say it in the chat. If you want commercials on, I'll turn the video on for the commercials. Well, now, you know, I suppose that is something I can do. Let me see here. Find the other remote.
That name on your
And we just mute the, there we go. I mute the audio and I could still talk and whatnot. So, all right, look at it. It's 31-26 here. Almost halfway through the second. Clark's got 10. No, sorry, 11 points. She is 2 for 6 from the field with 1 3. She did just pick up a steal. Let's see, Hall, no points coming out of her. Boston, still no points out of her. Get a refresh on the box score here. Cece's been in for 10 minutes. Like I said, she sat down with, I think, 3.5 minutes left in the first. So she got 6.5 in the first, and she's been in for another 3.5 now so far in the second. Mitchell's been in for 11, and she's put up 3 points on the board. Let's see who else we got here. Johnson's put 4 points on the board. She's played 7 minutes. Cunningham's got 3. Timpson's got 3. We are back from the break. Have to unmute the audio here a second.
Break from 3 in the first quarter, and then the
There we
second
go.
quarter, they're 3 for 3 so far. Getting out in transition. Cunningham
That's Cunningham's shot right there. From either corner, that is her shot.
In a hurry because of the explosiveness that they have. Clark, Mitchell, even with Boston in foul trouble.
Golden State's got a very good-looking
There's
team.
just a lot to like about this team offensively, and they're just starting to scratch the surface of who they can be on that end. Cunningham's got the latest bucket, Kayla Gray.
I mean, they got the same record as the Fever right now. Both teams came into this tonight 4-2. Fever is number 1 in their division. And I believe Golden State's right up there as well, either number 1 or number 2 in theirs.
There was a lot of things, yes, we won that game offensively that we just did not do well. At the end of the day, we got to come here ready, adjust, because this is a very tough place to play on, guys. You know, tough place to play. For an environment like this, that's competitors going.
There's Sandra Cini with the latest Golden State bucket. The touchy turnaround. It's hard to stop. It gets an elevation on it. Just a couple of games coming out of concussion protocol. This is as healthy as the Valkyries have been. Clark
There we go.
Johnson for 2. You just feel a different energy from Indiana. 3
So that should be Clark's first assist of the evening here.
wired differently. And when they start
2 more to go.
this team just starts to play with a little more pump in their step. Clark was going for the steal. Williams going to try to make the Fever pay for 2. And Williams gets it right back. The takeaway going right at Clark, who tries a foul. You have to know where Gabby Williams is on the defensive end at all times. She's the kind of player that teams will run their offense away from her because you don't want her anywhere in the vicinity. First, she just takes that right to the rim with a strong take off of the bounce, and here, she's just always opportunistic. Cat-like reflexes, reads your tendencies so well. The main thing is you can't be casual with her because she's going to see that, and that's what happens. I mean, Clark and Johnson were talking about what they were going to run or what side they're going to run it on, and she just took advantage and came up right behind the rookie.
Yep.
6 turnovers here for the Fever. 3 of them a steal here for Golden State. They're active defensively as Johnson will bring it across. Clark playing off ball here on this possession. She'll come back to get it from up top with Burton defending. Gives it to Hines Allen, who lays in, uses her strength. It's almost like an Aaliyah Boston move. Seven-point advantage here for the Valkyries. Clark was out, no call. They force another turnover. Clark, the quick pass, whips it right to Cunningham.
Bam!
500 career assists for Caitlin Clark, the fastest to do it in WNBA history.
See, it sounds like the announcers are counting that first one she got at the very start of the game.
Look at, she had to thread that needle right in
To,
front of Gavin
Billings.
Williams' outstretched arm. And this is
Because
one
right
of the
now
things
the
that she
box
is
score,
terrific
oh,
at.
they
Ball
did just
placement.
update it.
She throws catchable passes. That's
Yep.
the thing about
They just
her. You
updated
see
the box
stat
score.
there,
It's now showing
59th
3.
career game, fastest in WNBA history at 500 career assists. I mean, just a terrific player. In particular, her passing in the open court.
And Clark, after picking up her third assist, will take a seat.
She was at the hash mark on the other side of the court when she let that go. I mean, that was an incredible pass.
Abby Williams attacking, can't get it. Another opportunity. And the best offensive rebound in the team. Second chance, Lawrence. And a fuck pass from Daniel Senior. Johnson high off the glass.
Great take against the bigger defender.
She's had three really good buckets. She's
And
played
yet,
aggressive and she's
Golden
played
State is
confident.
still only leading by 6. So this is a really close game happening here.
8 points off the bench for Johnson. And 9 minutes of play. Xander Rossini this time in the paint. Can't get this off touch. The tip from Stokes. It'll be Fever basketball.
And Xander Rossini didn't play in the first matchup between these two teams, and that's the kind of wrinkle you put into that next meeting that can change the dynamics.
Johnson to a cutting Cunningham for 2. Well, Stephanie White talking about they wanted to be more contested. She knows that they can score. That was the first option, but she wants to see more second and third options as well here tonight. Thornton driving in the lane and drawing the foul against Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah, one of the things you have to do is stay beneath the cutter, and you see Chechi gets a little bit too high. Cunningham reads it, and it's a nice placement there from Johnson on the pass. You got to be disciplined. That's the discipline that we talked about with Nat before the game, right? Like, it was interesting that the two strengths of each strength. So Golden State strong defensively, Indiana strong offensively. Natalie before the game says we're not very good defensively. Stephanie before the game says we're not very good offensively. Right? They're the best in the league at either of those ends.
That's what you coaches do.
I know, but I do that too.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Here's Johnson to Cunningham. Oh, what a strong take. Timpson has been a force off the bench.
She's just down there waiting. Occupying the defense, forcing you to have to make a decision. Those are the little things.
I'm just wondering when we're going to get to see Timpson dunk.
Right here, Timpson's already
We know
there.
she can.
She's already beat everyone, including the basketball and her own teammate down the floor.
We've got video of her being well up and above that rim. So I'm just like, when are we going to get to see her dunk?
Game changer that created advantage for your team.
For that matter, Malanga.
Plays for. She's going to find a way to have an impact.
When are we going to get to see her dunk,
Just
too?
about 14 minutes per game. She's already at 5 points.
So I think we should just lower the rim. Lower the rim 6 inches, maybe 10 inches, and let the girls go crazy.
Only 12 seconds on the shot clock.
That block is going to show up on the box score, though. I can promise you that. Long arm. Wow. Volleyball.
Long arms, big hands,
Yeah.
big hands, and a terrific athlete.
That's Hayes trying to break free against Mitchell. If that's on Mitchell, that's going to be... No, it's not. I was going to say that would be 3 personals on Kelsey Mitchell.
I know they ain't trying to foul out Kelsey Mitchell.
Away from the play foul. And so Burton makes good on the free throw. Foul on Sophie Cunningham. That'll be her first. So Valkyries will try to take it out once again. Practice reset here at 14. Hayes traveling baseline. Amir in and out. Amir still paddling. How about that length between Amir and Timpson? Elsie Mitchell dribbles right into that short. And a whistle and a foul on the loose ball.
Shot goes up here. Yeah, Tiffany Hayes is going to pick up, I believe,
That's her
the third foul. Yeah.
Yeah, that push on Sophie.
Hasn't played a ton here in the first half. 5
That was
minutes
an
that she's only
unnecessary
played.
contact.
Cunningham with the free throw. The WNBA app is your home court for all things WNBA. Stay in the game with the latest schedule, where to watch, game alerts, and more. Scan the QR code to download now. Thursday nights has become prime doubleheader nights. This is the second of two. Cunningham made us good on the second.
Well, kudos to Indiana's bench. You know, you have Boston in foul trouble, and you look at this nice little run that they're on now. Cunningham's been a big part of it. Timpson's been a big part of it. Hines Allen's been a big part of it. Raven Johnson's been a big part of it. I think it's great for them to have that production.
Mitchell leaks out, takes the pass from Clark, can't finish. Yeah, Boston's only played 6 minutes on the Fever side. Talk about Mitchell, or Hayes only playing 5 minutes. Burton gets her own miss. And a loose ball foul. It's Timpson paddling for the rebound who came down on Burton. For second.
That's the attacking I'm talking about, getting to the paint, right, in a favorable matchup. And that's just two players playing hard. Yeah. I mean, Timpson's trying to get the defensive rebound and unfortunately comes down on Burton there.
Just one lead change here tonight. Couple of ties. A little bit different than last Friday. 12 lead changes and 5 ties in that game. Oh, we'll check back in. Cunningham checks out.
Yeah, I think Indiana has to feel pretty good. They played well. And they're right there. I mean, they're attached to where Golden State is. I mean, it's felt like Golden State's played better for most of the game.
Someone once told me, don't worry too much about your haters. The best thing you can do is monetize them. So if there's haters, let them hate. Monetize them, make money off them. Simple as that. And one. Ties it up.
She's so good. She's so good. She's so quick. And they go guard to guard here. They're attacking the switches, and they get Thornton on Mitchell, and Mitchell going left. And you know, probably top 3 in hardest covers in the league. I don't know. Some nights it's 1. I mean, how do you stay in front of her? I mean, she's terrific.
And the timing on that release before the shot blocker even.
Oh, she missed the free.
Yeah, incredible. We're top of 22.
Come on, Kelsey.
The top 2. The scoring duo here.
Hell.
9 seconds on the shot clock. Charles hits the shot, penetrates up against Hall. Can't get it. It's Clark and the Fever's turn. About a 10-second differential. Clark to Hines Allen. Over to Timpson. Back to Mitchell in the paint, and she gets another one. Fever's first lead since it was 2-0.
Smallest player on the court. Her last 2 buckets have been right at the cup, in the meat of the defense.
Just the second lead change of the game. Burton trying to go at it, trying to foul with 3 seconds left. And it's a blocking foul.
And Burton does a good job here. Indiana's bringing a second defender to her to try to get the ball out of her hands. They did it on the previous possession as well. And so what does she do? She rejects, goes the opposite way where Mitchell's come in, the secondary help, and then gets herself to the free throw line.
And that's 3 on Clark. So Boston had picked up 2 quick fouls and offensive fouls. It only played 6 minutes here in the first half. Clark now with 3 fouls here for the Fever. Stay tuned for the halftime report presented by State Farm. Allie Clifton. The debut of Teaspoon. Teresa Witherspoon here on Prime. And Swing Cash have got you covered at the half. It goes home. Can't get it off in time.
And we are tied at 44 at the half. Top scoring offense, top scoring defense, second meeting in less than a week between these two teams. And it's a good one. We'll send it to a crew in the studio. Familiar faces and some of the All-Stars coming to play here at Golden State. It's the WNBA on Prime.
Yeah, I'd have to agree on that. Halftime did come pretty quick, didn't it? So, not nearly as many calls as we saw in the game this last week against the Valkyrie, where the refs were calling every single little thing they could. I was amazed that several players didn't foul out a whole lot sooner than what we had seen. So, all right. Yeah, no commercials. I'm going to keep talking here, though. So, all right, here we are at the half. It is a tie game. And our box score, we got on top right now, Clark still leading the Fever scoring-wise. She currently sits with 11. Right behind that, Sophie Cunningham with 9. Raven Johnson putting on a show tonight. She's got 8 points. She has played 11 minutes and has 8 points. She's a +7 tonight. Go Raven. And of course, Kelsey Mitchell, she's got 7 as well. She's actually at a -6. She's been in for 15 minutes and has only 7 points on the board. 3 for 7 from the field with 1 3-pointer. And she missed her free throw. So that's kind of disappointing there. Clark, of course, she is 6 for 6 from the line tonight. I think on the season, she's 97 or 98% on all of her free throws. Absolutely tremendous from Clark. Of course, just got her 4th assist and her 501st. So fastest player to 1,000 points and 500 assists. Congratulations, CC. Unfortunately, she's 2 for 6 from the field tonight with 1 3. 2 for 6. Ugh. Bad shooting on her part tonight. Now, of course, we still got Lexi Hall was in, and she's been in for 8 minutes with 0 points on the board. So she hasn't been doing a whole lot. She did get 3 rebounds, but that's about it. Not a whole lot else. Let's see. Timpson's been in. She's actually got some playtime tonight. 10 minutes from Timpson with 5 points on the board. She's 2 for 2 from the field. She did make 1 of 2 free throws. So, need to pick that up a little bit there. She does 3 rebounds and 2 assists with 1 block. So, Timpson's putting in the work tonight. Maisha Hines-Allen, somebody that I've been actually very impressed with this season. I think she meshes well with Caitlin and works very well with the other girls. She's had 12 minutes in tonight. She's but only got 2 points on the board. So, not the biggest shooter, but let me tell you, I watched her during pregame last week, and she has got a very good 3 ball, and I really wish she would exercise it more out on the court. But she almost never takes 3-pointers during the games, even though she is a very capable 3-point shooter. I think she was during the warm-up, she probably shot about 80% or 85% of her threes were in. All right, who else we got here? Cunningham, 11 minutes, 9 points, 3 for 6 from the field, 1 3-pointer under her belt. She's made both of her free throws. She's got a couple of assists tonight as well, and a couple of rebounds here. Other than that, not too bad. Tie game at half. For the Valkyrie, leading scorer for the Valkyrie is Veronica Burton tonight. She's got 14 minutes with 12 points. She's 2 for 5 from the field, and I'll say this, most of her points are from the free throws because they keep hacking the crap out of her. She is 7 for 8 from the line. Let's see. She's 2 blocks. Burton has gotten 2 blocks already tonight, and I believe they were both on Caitlin. Gabby Williams, she's put up 8 points, 12 minutes of play. Their front line is very evenly spaced on playtime, 11 or 12 minutes each, with Burton being the exception to a couple extra minutes there on the court. Gabby Williams is 3 for 9 on her field goals, but 0 for 3 for threes. She's made both of her free throws, but she is 3 for 9. So she's been putting up a lot of shots tonight, more than any other player on their team. She's been putting up the most. Let's see, Tiffany Hayes. Where's she at here? She's had 5 minutes and no points on the board. 5 minutes and no points for Hayes. Salon's been putting on a show tonight. 9 minutes, 8 points, 3 for 5 from the field, 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. So she has been really putting up a number tonight. Good for her. I was hoping to see something out of her. Let's see what else we got. Kayla Charles, 7 points in 12 minutes. She's 3 for 5 from the field, 1 3-pointer under her belt. She's got 4 rebounds as well. So she's putting in work under the rim. And it's a lot of defensive rebounds too. So she's getting those second chance opportunities away from the Fever under the rim there. Definitely need to see some more action from Timpson and some of the other girls. Lexi has been playing. She's got 8 minutes in, but she hasn't put anything up on the board. She's 0 for 4 from the field. 0 for 4 from the field for Lexi Hall. So we're going to hopefully see a little more production out of her here in the second half. That is our box score roundup for the first half of this game. See what else we got for you guys here. Other scores. Dallas beat Las Vegas 95-87. So that's kind of interesting. I got to check that out. Let's check that box score out on Dallas versus Vegas. All right. Asia Wilson played 35 minutes, put 21 points on the board. She had 7 rebounds. She only took 1 shot from the 3-point line. She made it. 10 for 24 field goals from Asia Wilson tonight. 10 for 24. So what is that, 40%, give or take? Jackie Young finally put up a show tonight. She's got 15 points out of 33 minutes of play. 7 for 20 from the field. 1 of 5 for 3. She had 3 rebounds and 7 assists. Chelsea Gray put up 8 assists. So not bad for her. She had 8 points in 34 minutes of play. Kennedy Carter put up 14 points in 19 minutes of play. Went 6 for 11 from the field. And then on the Dallas Wings, AZ Fudd starting tonight. She had 38 minutes of play with 22 points. She was 9 for 15 from the field, so good shooting from her tonight. Paige Beckers also had 20 points, 8 for 18 from the field, 2 for 6 on the threes. Both Beckers and Fudd did miss free throws tonight. Paige Beckers was 2 for 3 and Fudd was 1 for 2. Jessica Shepard also up there right alongside him. She had 38 minutes of play, 22 points. She was 8 for 13 from the field. 6 of 6 on the free throws. So there's a good chunk of her scoring tonight. Let's see. Awak Choir, she had 21 minutes to play, 12 points. She was 3 for 5 from the field, 2 for 3 from threes. Made all of her free throws, 4 for 4. She did get 4 rebounds, so no double-doubles in here. Or wait, nope, hold on a second. I take that back. Jessica Shepard had a triple-double. She was 22 with 20 rebounds and 10 assists. Jessica Shepard put up a triple-double tonight. Very impressive. The Aces, yeah, no double-doubles or anything better even from the Aces. Closest thing to it was Nalissa Smith. She had 9 points and 12 rebounds. So, but look at that. Jessica Shepard putting on a freaking show tonight. And 8 for 13 from the field. That's impressive. So, well done there. Of course, the Wings now are, what was that record? I just jumped right past it. Just jumped right past it there.
Hey there, everybody, gonna do some up just real quick. Recently, it seems like I've been talking, no one's listening.
Oh. Advertisements. So Dallas are now 5-3, and in Vegas they are 4-3. I believe that does put Dallas right up near the top of their division too. I believe in 3rd place maybe. I mean, how do you break a record that just keeps going, I mean, higher and higher, right? Although I guess do it quicker, right?
Dallas finishes Shepard's career night with a W, paid with 20-6. The Dallas Wings improved to 5-3. The story of the night, though, Jessica Shepard with her second 2020-10 triple-double in WNBA history. Prime's JD Dyer caught up with Shepard after the win.
Jess just told me I need to come to every game because this is a historic night, Jess. And I think about the 20, 20, and 10 that you put up there. We spoke pre-game about creating your own story tonight. Tell me exactly how you ignited that in the second half.
I mean, I think we knew in the first half we were giving up too much defensively, so I just wanted to come out and give everything I had for the team to get the win today. So I'm really proud of this group.
She's moving extremely humble, and I love that for you. But in the back, me and you had a conversation. You said your grandma was going to be watching. How proud would grandma be of that performance?
I just want to say hi, Grandma.
All the way through, the energy just is a different level. But I spoke to you about the intangibles. I spoke about your growth. I spoke about your development. And I think about this team now. Was this a statement win in terms of what you guys can do in this league this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think just the way we were able to find a way in the second half. Vegas is a great team, champions last year. So even when they went on their runs, we found a way to bounce back, and it says a lot about us.
I say this outro only for special occasions. Welcome to the Jess Shepard Show. I appreciate you every time. I see you next time I'm in Dallas.
After the break, we're heading back to Valhalla for the second half of the Fever and Valkyries. We'll see you back here at the studio after the game for WNBA Nightcap.
The Half is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Unless you live in like 13 different states in which State Farm doesn't give a damn about you, they'll take your money, but you're not going to get to file a claim. State Farm's crooked. So that's my opinion on State Farm. If you live in California or like Florida or Texas, State Farm has screwed so many people over, it's not even funny. Ah, commercials. One of the things I started to really like about the internet for a while there was the lack of commercials. And now it's like everywhere you go on the internet, it's commercials everywhere. Advertisements, pop-ups. I mean, hell, you can't even watch a 5-minute YouTube video without being subjected to 3.5 minutes of advertisements. Oh, I mean, it's almost like, what was that? Ready Player One, where they talked about maximizing the viewer's area with as much advertising. Like 65% of the area could be taken up by advertisements before we start seeing neurological effects or something. So, I hate advertisements. I hate commercials. I hate commercials. I'm so bad with commercials. Like, I'll be listening to the radio and I'll change the station when commercials come on, and I'll look for, like, I'll scan until I find one that's just playing music. That's how much I hate commercials. I can't stand them. Although I do miss the commercials from when I was a kid. Television advertisements back then were absolutely out of this world. They were wild. I can't think of another point in time in which more, what would we call, like, cultural memery was developed from commercials, like the one with the polite cursing, you lint liquor and what the French toast. You guys remember those phrases? Yeah. So those were the commercials that were really good back then. I think it was it Orbit Gum, I believe? I'm pretty sure that's what it was, Orbit Gum.
Second, we know that the stars and the leaders of these teams, they played significant roles here in the first half. Veronica Burton showed why she can get things done on both ends of the court.
Yeah, she set the tone for her team on both ends, and it started with her energy and her tenacity. Really, with her defense, she was assigned with Caitlin Clark to start, and she was relentless, just closing up space right here. She gets a great block at 5'9". She is leading all players on the floor right now in blocked shots.
And she gets down on the other end, puts a lot of pressure on the rim off of the drive. She has just been energetic for her squad.
Yeah, and Caitlin Clark, 11 points in the first half, and she did a great job of setting up her teammates. 4 assists, got her 500th career assist in the first half of this one. 11 points, got herself to the free throw line as well. Combine that with 2 steals, and she is making her impact felt on both ends of the floor as well.
Let's send it over to Kayla Gray with Kyla Charles.
Okay, Kyla, talk me through the game plan and what you guys were able to do in terms of neutralizing their shooting threats.
I think the most important thing is defense and trying to slow them down in transition, make sure that Clark and Mitchell have tough shots, contested shots. We know they're really good players, but trying to make it difficult for them. I think we had a little lapse in the transition defense, and that's something that we talked about in halftime that we're going to pick up.
What adjustments would you like to see in that regard in terms of taking them out of their pace?
Yeah, just making sure we're playing hard in the sense that we're on the court, making sure that we're sprinting back so there's no easy looks, and then just continuing to play hard for this next time.
Best of luck, best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for the time. It was our Quick Connect brought to you by AT&T.
To that point where Kyla talked to Kayla about the Fever had 12 fast break points. So Golden State does have to absolutely get back and be ready to play.
Post touchdown for Stokes, who loses it. You see the quick hands and the deflection. Disruptive defense here on the Fever side as well. Leah Boston, 0 points, only played 6 minutes. Picked up a couple of offensive fouls. Stokes trying to try another one on her, and her first points of the night.
She's strong. She's strong.
AB's on the board.
Aaliyah is one of the best players in this league, and I thought down the stretch last year, with all the injuries to Indiana, into the playoffs, she really emerged as like a player that can become a superstar in this league for years to come.
Burton with the crossover against Billings. Being past her own teammate.
She liked the switch. She knows she has the foot speed advantage, and she used it there.
I think Billings played a significant role with Golden State last year. Got a good ovation when she was introduced. And Stokes commits the foul against Billings.
Just one-on-one, and she's able to carve out space. Nice little finish there.
And I like the call by Stephanie White to get her going after sitting on the bench for some time. And right here, Veronica Burton on the switch. Couldn't get the ball inside to her big with the mismatch, but instead uses her speed and gets right to the rim.
Hunting switches and being able to capitalize on what those are. It's something that you have to know how to do as a team offensively, because throughout the league, people are switching. And so, are you going to leverage the big on the small matchup, or are you going to leverage the small on the big matchup, and how you do that? And you can't just see the switch and try to jam it in there.
Yeah.
Everybody can guard that part of the switch. You have to keep playing and try to leverage the advantage in different ways.
I really don't see the Valkyrie making a big run and pulling away tonight.
That might be you get it.
I think this game's going to be close and tight right up to the very
There's
end.
a lot of ways to do it, but we see kind of that chess match happening because both teams are switching in certain situations and leaving themselves vulnerable to matchups, and that's a great hustle play by Hall there to retain possession for the Fever.
Kayla, so how fun is it for you to watch this chess match? These are 2 head coaches that are going to be working for you for Team USA.
Well, I love it. I love seeing how people are attacking mismatches, what they're doing to try to utilize all the talents and the abilities of the players they have. I think you learn from everybody, and these are 2 of the best that we have.
Gabby Williams pulls up from the pace. As said, we've seen every single shot in her repertoire here tonight. Boston with the kick out and the repost. And Hall tosses it away. Williams. And Thornton trying to find a Cubby Williams.
But it's how quickly Veronica Burton went from out of position to deflection. The reaction on defense, I know it didn't pay off on the other.
Gabby Williams has 10 points now.
Was able to recover and get a deflection.
Well, it's strategic loads off of different players. So look at Thornton right now on the left block. She's guarding Billings, who's in the corner. And so that puts her in position to do just that. Mitchell comes off, and now there's an extra defender.
There we go, Lexi from the corner.
You're going to see that throughout the league, right? If you can't shoot from beyond the arc, your player's going to be into the paint, and they become the ultimate helper. And so Golden State's done a good job of that in pockets. First quarter better than second.
That would be an amazing thing if everybody could learn to pass like Caitlin.
It was 0 for 5 here from the field. Burton gets it.
The Fever offense would be ridiculously powerful if everybody could pass like Caitlyn. Simple as that.
You look at the attack and the help in, and there's the pin in by Billings to give Hull a clean look. And then, I mean, listen, I already talked about her. I love her. I love Burton. She just attacks. She's relentless. She's competitive. She's just going to keep getting better and better and better. And you know, her story is great because she was in the league. She was cut. Like she had to like figure out who she was as a player, and then she had to find the right place for herself to thrive. And so that's a lot of player stories in this league. Like people come in and it doesn't go right for them.
There we go.
Away, right? And you have to kind of navigate that. Stay
Finally calling it.
And keep improving. And there's so many stories of people like that. Like Charles. Anybody could have had Charles.
Caitlin Clark running that hurry-up offense. The defense just doesn't know how to recover from it.
And Golden State's done a great
It's about time
job
they finally called one of those fouls.
Helping develop them to be starters.
Both of those players you pointed out with Charles and Burton having career high years even this year with some of their numbers. Clark. Boston got to look at it. She's shooting the three.
Mitchell for three.
This year than she ever has, and Mitchell is only
there we go.
Pretty good.
A great offensive rebound by Monique Billings. We've seen her do some really good things early, from setting screens, hustling for O boards, getting her teammates open. The ultimate utility player.
It's interesting for Kelsey Mitchell, a career low in terms of points generated from the three-point shot this year.
And that's what Monique Billings can do. Now, a foul was called, but at 6'4", Monique Billings has switchability. She also has this, Energizer Bunny, on the glass. Hits that open look for Kelsey Mitchell off of the offensive rebound.
I liked coaching Mo. I had a chance to coach her in Puerto Rico and some of our national team camps. And she's got great energy. She's an elite communicator, and she's a giver. Like the actions that she gives for you on the court is giving. The offensive rebound, give you a pass out, get a screen, like all of those things.
Tite, one of the crowd favorites, drafted 5th overall last year, playing in just her second game of her WNBA career. That was the reason for the ovation. Sandra Lassini giving them more to cheer about. That bucket tying it again at 54. It's Allen finding Cunningham in the corner. It's Allen paddling forward. The ball's loose. Chen comes up with it. Tite fires. Oh, she's a microwave. Gives Golden State the lead. Her debut game on Monday against Connecticut. It took her all about 5 seconds to get her first WNBA points. Billings, it rims out. You stay, Tite. Calling for the 10 screen. Off the bounce. Clark taps it away. Here's Johnson. Finding Clark. Tite, tight coverage. Clark.
Oh, air ball.
Air ball.
What? What? Air ball. Caitlin, what the hell was that?
The bench for Golden State's done a terrific job.
That is a first. I've never seen her air ball.
As well. I think the ball's been moving.
That was kind of gross.
Golden State's retaking the lead.
Golden State by 3.
To updating our most capable SUV.
Wow, what was that?
Every detail.
Now, air ball by Boston last week was, I mean, you kind of almost expect it. Because she's usually good for like 1-3 a game. And watching her make her 1-3 and then try another one, I mean, come on. But watching Clark just airball, that was gross. Something happened.
Movement that inspires. At Ollie,
Would definitely like to see some more output from Billings. She is a little bit behind the curve right now. She's got 4 points, but she hasn't taken a whole lot of shots either. She's only 1 for 2 on the field goal.
We've got a better idea.
All right. Update. Clark still only has 11 points, 4 assists.
Put yourself first.
Mitchell, 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover. So not a whole lot going on with Mitchell besides a bit of scoring there. Not a whole lot of defense from her.
Uh-oh, that's a scary part.
Or to secretly
Not a whole lot of productivity in that last quarter period. I mean, what'd they get?
Super scary.
Perhaps moms know everything happens for a reason.
10 points so far this
One
quarter.
day, a tiny little hand reached
Come
out
on, up.
and
Let's
wrapped
go.
around your
Let's
finger.
go. Finish. Come on. There it
Now,
goes.
they have you wrapped around theirs.
Very slow reload on this webpage.
Pulled towards a new adventure. Reassured with a squeeze. Soon, those little hands won't be so little anymore. Until then, let's escape together. Hand in hand.
I was surprised not to see Maisha Hines-Allen not do a whole lot of other shooting there. She had
When you're
plenty of
making art,
opportunity.
You have to
For a
be
second there, I
brave
thought
enough
she was
to
going
do
to
things people
dump
are
truck
afraid
right
to do.
through the lane.
Believe me,
And then she kicked it back out.
it will always be worth it.
And you know, Allen could stand to do a little bit of that. She has no fouls so far this game. She has a clean blank slate. She could earn a couple fouls. I say get the trucking.
Second game of the night here on Prime. It is 57-54 Valkyries with the 3-point edge. And Kara, Golden State
Should be getting back to the game here in just a second.
on offense with some good ball movement. Yeah, unselfishness. And you got bench players in the perimeter, and Chechi gets it at the top and knocks down the three. The confidence with which Natalie Nakase goes deep in her bench in critical moments in the game. And you have to have that in this league now. 44-game season, the games come fast and furious. If you don't develop depth, it's going to be hard for you to win it at the end because your players are going to be run down. And Golden State has done a great job, not only this year, last year as well, in developing their depth and giving them important minutes. And now we see all 5 players on the court now for the Valkyries off the bench. And both teams really have produced off the bench here tonight. Both teams 20-plus bench points, 24 for the Fever, 21 for the Valkyries. Johnson driving up against Angelicini.
Nice drive by Johnson there.
But she found it.
Well, way to keep the dribble alive. She didn't see a good option, but she kept the option open for her to get right to the rack.
Golden State coming out of that timeout was on a 6-0 run in about the last 90 seconds. Xander receiving, crossover. Allen gets a piece.
2 blocks. Woo! Clark to Cunningham for 3. Ah.
10. Amir takes the pass. They can run when they choose to. Caitlin Clark slicing through the defense.
She'll shoot 2.
Spreading the floor. I mean, if you just decide, listen, you were big. If you just run hard down the middle of the floor, every possession, you'll get 10 points. You'll get 10 points. You don't have to do anything else. You'll get 10 points. But China, why don't more of you do that? To get 10 points.
Yeah, it's them. I ran the floor.
You were, oh, okay.
Every time, okay? I'm trying to distance myself right now from the post players because you're right.
It's true. Oh, we saw Timpson do it in the first half.
Yeah.
Get rewarded. And if I'm playing on Golden State and I'm playing on Indiana, those guards pass it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can see, sometimes you're like, well, I run and I don't get the ball. Did you used to say that?
Yeah, and then I'm not setting screens. And then I'm not setting
You didn't set screens?
guards after that.
Why not?
Because get me the ball if I run the floor.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I used to stop screens.
I hope not.
But, hey,
You know what?
if you want me to be enthusiastic about those screens,
Then give me the ball.
Touches.
Okay.
There we go.
All
And
right.
now we're all getting along once again.
Well, we always gotten along. It's just, my thing is this, like, you know what would have happened after all that? sub. I subbed you out. if you ain't gonna run and you ain't gonna set screens, LaChina, I'm gonna have to get somebody else in the game. Honestly.
All right, coach.
I gotta get somebody else in the game.
But who I would have subbed out if I was Stephanie White was whoever was guarding Taylor Chin on the pass. No one
So that was Cunningham's second foul.
That was the direct.
I do believe
route
she's shooting
right to the
three
rim on
here.
that pass with plenty of defenders there. No one picked her up.
Okay, so now everybody want to be a coach. Everybody wants to be a coach now. You see the people at home, they're sitting at home. They're saying, "Oh, we should the coach. Steph should do this.
Look at this.
Matt should do that."
Where's the defense going? The ball is. See, you didn't see what the guards didn't do.
I'm just gonna tell Sophie you're talking about it. That's fine. I'm gonna tell her you're talking about it. That's it.
Are you guys done?
Yeah. I mean, well, no, we're never done, but we'll get back to focus on the game. Yeah.
That was another air ball. I didn't hear that hit the rim.
Johnson tips it away. Here comes home. Lexi Hall needs some help. Finds Boston. James only had the one bucket. Gives it back to Boston against the knee here. What's the call? Another offensive foul call. Amir here has done exactly that now 3 times tonight.
So that one was deserved. I thought she could have just gone up right there on the first one. I didn't think she.
Oh, $3 super chat from Pecos Gus. Thank you, Pecos. Yeah, I got to do some work on the shirt, but I like the mug. You guys can pick it up with a new coffee mug, the 33-foot mug. It's on sale right now for a couple of days for $13. I need to figure out what's going on with that t-shirt website because the design I put in, it didn't clear out the white background like I thought it was supposed to. So I got to figure out what's going on there, see if I can edit some settings on there. I want to say CC did airball another one. I didn't hear it hit the rim. So, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I didn't hear it hit the rim. It sounded like it was short and left.
And you got to go straight up. You know, they're bringing extra defenders, too. The other thing she could do is kick it out.
I think that was a flop.
But on her drive, she's got it consistently on that dribble. Right there.
That was a flop. That was a hardcore flop.
I think the foul's going to stay.
I think it is too. And here definitely sold it, but the contact is legit. That's a foul on Leah Austin.
Here's a real speed.
Flop.
Did this. Drew an offensive foul a couple of times in the first half. It was the reason why Leah Boston.
I think she oversold it. That head whip she did just gave it away. Like, she didn't have to do that big head whip. She could have just fallen over and it would have been fine. They'd have called it. With that exaggeration with the head whip.
The coaches challenged by the Fever on the Boston offensive foul call. The chess match between two of the most recent coaches of the year in the league. Stephanie White winning it in 2023, Natalie Nakase, last year's WNBA Coach of the Year.
Yeah, you can see the intensity there. That is intense. You know, she's got a great presence about her, and has a low tolerance for lack of effort, lack of discipline of where you're supposed to be. And I think that's a big reason why the first 2 years here they've been really good on the defensive end, because not only of how she teaches, but what she demands from the players that play for her.
She is very competitive. And she balances that with relationship with
I don't
her
get what's
players.
taking so long for this review.
Showing love for her players and creates that environment for the team.
So it says defensive foul.
Challenge successful.
So a successful coach's challenge.
Get wrecked. No room for flopping.
Away the offensive foul, Boston has 2.
See, she could have just fallen over and they would have been like, yeah, that was an offensive foul. But that head whip she did just oversold it.
A lot of fouls were in here. What do you guys make of that? It's 3 personals on a meet here, by the way.
I don't know what to think of it. I didn't think the first one was a foul, but they didn't challenge that
They didn't
one.
challenge that one.
I thought that one was.
Boston makes good on the second free throw. 2 teams that do a good job in terms of generating free throw opportunities for themselves. Only a double-figure free throw attempts here tonight. Fever with a 1-point edge. Salon for 3.
Amir gets the rebound.
Amir here right at home.
They're going to try to foul out Lexi Hall.
Yeah, I like the activity.
That's her third.
I know she's got 3 fouls, and you look at her stat line, and you know
They've called some fouls on Lexi that didn't make any sense to me because that girl goes straight up in the air, her arms don't bend over, and they call fouls on her, and it just doesn't seem to make sense to me how somebody can go straight up in the air like she does and get that many fouls called.
She's not as strong as the other centers in the league that she's going to have to go up against on a nightly basis, so she's going to have to compensate with that, with her athleticism and with her aggressiveness.
And another one of the players that you described earlier, Sarah, like a Kyle Charles, like a Burton. Ami here has found a home here, but she is one that has a chip on her shoulder because of other places where maybe she didn't stick, or, you know, Atlanta, I believe, waived her after 2 years, so she has something to prove and she plays like it.
We're tying the game at 6-6. 10 ties, 4 different league changes here tonight. Johnson took a peek at Boston. Gives it to Cunningham instead. Cunningham, all kinds of contact, tosses it away. Cunningham is furious. And a turnover here for the Fever.
Yeah, I thought there was a foul, a reach-in on Sophie.
Yep, another foul missed by these refs. Wow, how do you not call that? Just threw an elbow. Come on.
That's a lot of falling going on. There's a lot of falling going on.
I see that. First personal.
From the first perspective, it looked like she threw an elbow into her gut, but nah, she just lowered her shoulder. There we go, Boston gets another bucket.
And that's what you just said, Kara. For Boston. Go straight up. Yep, yes.
10. Williams from distance, not there.
Look at that hustle from Lexi.
Cunningham leaking out. 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Johnson to Boston. Back to Johnson. Catch, shoots, fires.
There we go. Johnson for 3. Fever up by 5. I think that's their biggest lead so far. Tight game. Minute 20 left to go here.
And how good is Raven been tonight? I mean, 13 points off the bench, tied for the team lead. She's done a terrific job of being assertive and playing confidently.
Clark's got the back brace on. I'm telling you, they're going to rest her for like the last 3 minutes of every quarter. I have a feeling. They're going to like come in here in the fourth quarter. How much you want to bet? With 2.5, 3 minutes left, she seats Clark. I can almost guarantee it. All right, so Boston now has 6 points. She is 2 for 4 from the field. Mitchell's still sitting at 10 points, but she's got 20 minutes in the game. She's at a -1 right now. Clark's picked up 2 more points here. She's at 13. Lexi Hall, she got 1 3-pointer so far. And honestly, based on the track record so far for this past 5 games here, 5 games, I don't think Lexi's going to get too many more shots. She might get 1 more. I mean, she's 1 for 3 from the 3-point line, and 1 for 6 overall tonight, so not good. All right. Johnson. 13 points tonight. She's right up there next to Kayla Clark. She's got 13 points tonight. 6 for 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. She has 3 rebounds and 2 assists. She's actually been putting in a lot of work today. Johnson showing it up. So good to see that.
He's had an 11-point advantage in the Burton sets her feet short on the 3-point attacks. Boston's been big in the third. 6 points here for the Fever. After no points in the first half and looking for more. Can't get it, but the free throw line.
And that's the aspect of the Leah Boston's game that I'm enjoying watching this particular season because of how great shape she's in. I mean, that move...
You guys might have to look it up online, but check out what Sophie wore coming into the arena tonight. Little tube top that said barbecue baddie. She's just the cutest thing ever, man.
Boston back at the free throw line.
There we go. Boston 7 points now.
Tomorrow night, Phoenix
3 of 3 for the free throw line. She's got one more.
On Saturday. Indiana at Portland to round out their 2-game road swing. And then NBC Peacock on Sunday, Las Vegas at Golden State. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app.
I'm not worried about New York at all. New York's going to be a problem. Leo's back. Burton's shooting the crap out of it. Laney's back.
I hope Liberty fans are listening to you tonight.
I'm big New York. I'm a big New York fan. One fan of every team.
What would a season be without fans freaking out the first 5 or 6 games of the season?
Well, welcome back, Pecos. Good to see you make it home there. How's the video quality? If anybody knows how to do a live in 4K, I would love to know. I can't seem to find the setting to do a live stream in 4K. I don't know if you can, but I would love to be able to live stream in 4K. Speaking of upcoming live streams, I will be going live from Gamebridge Arena, from the Fieldhouse, on the 4th, against Atlanta.
Still some time for the Valkyries. Cunningham steps in the way of the passing lane. Fires!
That's the end of the third. Yep, I will be going live from Gamebridge Fieldhouse on June 4th as the Fever host the Atlanta Dream and Angel Reese. Jesus, did you guys see Angel Reese's performance earlier today? Oh my God. Was it earlier today or yesterday? The Lynx absolutely posterized her with Natasha Howard, and they put it over all of their social media. It's so good. It's so bad, but it's so good. I'm telling you, go check it out. Check out the Minnesota Lynx on X. That's one of their latest posts on there, and it is absolutely hilarious how they posterized Angel Reese. I did look at the charts earlier. Angel Reese is ranked like 188th out of 190 plus players in the league right now. She's literally down there at the bottom. Not her best third year. I can tell you that much. She is not doing well this year. You know who else isn't doing well this year? Haley Van Lith. Connecticut Sun have waived Haley Van Lith. She is now teamless again, and she was putting up 8 points a game for them, which is wild that they would waive her. I don't know who they got better than her, but Haley Van Lith has been waived by the Connecticut Sun. She is now in the market for a new team, unfortunately for her. Let's see here. What other news we got going on in the league? All right, so current standings in the league. Indiana at 4-2. They're at the top of the Eastern Conference. Atlanta's right behind them at 4-2 as well. So this upcoming match against Atlanta should be a really good one. New York Liberty, they're kind of doing what the hell this year. They're 4-4. Right there next to them is Toronto at 4-4. Washington Mystics at 3-3. The Chicago Sky are 3-4, and Connecticut Sun are 1-8. So I think Connecticut's vying for the number 1 pick in next year's draft. I think that's what's going on. 26 standings. Some surprises in there, some not so surprising in there. The New York being 4-4 starting out man, that's a rough start for them. And they got one of the best, arguably one of the best offensive and defensive teams in the league. So, I have to wonder what's going on.
High, 17 points, including pretty plays like that. The best place for all the live WNBA action is on FanDuel. Download the app and play your game. You've seen a
All right, here we go. The fourth quarter.
As we start the final 10 minutes. The Fever took the first meeting last Friday, 90-82. Burton up against Caitlin Clark, and now she's got 19 points, a new season high. Boston was looking back door from Mitchell and a wrap-up foul. Against Burton, her second. Golden State Valkyries have to get this crowd in the game in this fourth quarter. This is the player to do it. Veronica
I think you mean assists, not rebounds. She only needed 3 assists to set the new record.
Some elevation and athleticism to get that up. So now Gabby Williams on Caitlin Clark, and Burton was on Mitchell. And there is one of the bench MVPs, Michaela Timpson, with another bucket. That's the kind of gravity that Snero was just talking about with Caitlin Clark that leaves her teammates open for drop passes. Burton. Stokes. Facing a double team.
Ah. Sophie tried. She was close.
The defense has to pay attention to Caitlin Clark. And right here, it's a little bit past Gabby creating some separation, and Janelle Salon just fell asleep on that cut. That's what happens when you have so many different things you can do with the ball like Caitlin Clark. The defense is trying to defend all of it at once.
Oh, what was that? Get in there and get that rebound.
Average about 10.5 offensive rebounds per game. Williams driving, penetrating, gets it to fall. Ties it at 69. It was Boston with a shoulder shake, all the moves. Can't pay it off. Simpson keeps it alive. Boston in and out. A reaching foul against Clark, her fourth. What a finish. I mean, hard to stay in front of off the catch when she's moving, and then decent job by Boston to challenge at the rim, but Gabby Williams and her athleticism going right. She's a great finisher. The Clark has picked up her fourth personal. Someone forgot about Veronica Burton. She's got a 21-point game.
Honestly, I haven't even looked to see what shoes Cece's wearing tonight. I know the blue ones she wore the other day, I want to get a pair. They were the Kobe Sonic the Hedgehogs, and I don't even know if you can find those anymore today. Wonder what she's wearing tonight.
You, a comedian, want to...
Commercials.
Massage seats.
Turn that off there. All right, so what we got going on now? That was Clark's 5th assist tonight. Golden State up by 2, 71-69 with 8:08 left to go in the fourth quarter here. Indiana has managed to outscore Golden State in the second and third. Not much in the third. They only held them off by 2 points there. But they matched them out from the first to the second. So it's been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This looks like it's going to be a back and forth game all night long. I mean, what'd they get up to? 6 points was the most they've had a lead by so far tonight, which honestly isn't much at all. We've seen the Fever lead by as much as, I think, 27 in a game. Now, these guys are going to meet again in Indiana on July 15th at 8 o'clock. That's a Wednesday. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend that game, but I'll see if I can broadcast it. I'll see what I can do, you know what I mean? I'll see what I can do. But that's going to be at Gamebridge Fieldhouse on July 15th. Update on the Golden State Valkyries box score. Veronica Burton sitting at 21 points. She is 6 from 10. 6 of 10 from the field. She's got 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. She has 3 blocks tonight. Holy crap, Veronica Burton. She is putting on an absolute show tonight. Salon sitting at 13 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from threes. She is really knocking them down out there tonight. But she can't seem to make a free throw to save her life tonight. And then you got Gabby Williams. She's got 12 points, 5 of 12 from the field. See how she finishes out here this game.
Has done it all tonight. She's been it carries. It carries to her team, her emotion, her leadership. You can see her voice is much more prominent in the locker room. She has a great connection with Natalie Nakase and how they have conversations during the game. Natalie definitely is the leader and is coaching, but Veronica has a lot to say in how things are done.
Yeah, I think Burton's going to have a pretty nice highlight reel tonight. It would not surprise me at all if she makes 30 points tonight. If they keep her on the court. If they take her off, she ain't going to do it. For sure. But if they keep her in, I could definitely see Burton making 30 points tonight. She's got enough time to do it. She is literally averaging a point a minute right now. 21 minutes to play, 21 points.
The third different defender Caitlin Clark has faced her tonight. Clark gets it out to Hines Howland. It'll stay here. Deflected last by Golden State. Really good anticipation here. The collapse in the paint.
That was a foul. That was a slap on the left wrist. That was absolutely a foul.
Gotta go quick here. 3 seconds on shot clock. Yeah, Cunningham with 2. They try to put it up. Deflected. Here comes Gabby Williams leading the break. Over to Burton, who finishes it off once again. What a night! Burton's been the best. 23 points.
If you stick with body weight workouts, it reduces the amount of bulking you get. Also, I mean, reduce the amount of protein you consume. That'll help reduce how bulky you get as well.
She knows she's got the advantage on speed. Maisha Hines-Allen just a little too late to contest that. And she only knows one speed. And that is all out. I love her, man. I'm not excited about her. Listen, man, you signed me up. She can play on my team anytime. First.
Jump ball.
We got a jump ball here coming up. I've seen something different from Salon tonight. She's played with a heightened level of intensity, of ferociousness that I haven't seen from her.
So we got Cunningham. Nope. Sorry. Hall. Hall is out there now. I think they just subbed out. Looks like Timpson, Boston, Hall, Johnson, and Clark.
She's noticed she's just allowed herself to become more present, saying, I know what it's like to not be in this position, to not play my best basketball, to not find a home. So I don't take any of these opportunities for granted. I'm just trying to be where my feet are planted.
Great perspective. Again, you touched on it earlier, just the perspective of getting cut, the perspective of losing an opportunity perhaps to play the WNBA. When she was cut, she went back home out east. So she was working at some rec centers, and it was an incredibly humbling experience.
Oh, turnover by Clark there.
Away with the pass once again, and another turnover forced. Burton will back it up. Now challenge Caitlin Clark, flips it up too strong.
Johnson gets the rebound.
Avery Johnson, a career-high 13 points here tonight with the basketball. Clark, her turn to Trevor Burton. Burton gets her. Oh, she went up to the summit and swatted it away.
That's Burton's 4th block tonight, and I believe she's blocked Clark 3 times.
Multiple one-on-one possessions.
We are definitely going to be hearing about this later,
Where she's won the battle.
where Burton is absolutely dominating Clark in the paint.
Making a big time play. There's another deflection block, whatever you want to say. Between Williams and Burton, you talked about it. They're the only team in the WNBA with 2 members of the all-defensive team on one team, and they are showcasing why they are on that. I anticipate they're on it again this year.
Already.
Yeah, already. That is now 5 blocks for Veronica Burton. Yeah. You're 5'9" point guard. 5 blocks. 5 with the 9 here for the team.
I don't know if I've ever heard of anybody getting that many blocks in a single game.
6 rebounds, a couple
Burton
of
is
assists,
killing
and
it
she's now
tonight.
23 points. Gabby Williams leaving it short. But a foul call. And it'll go against Boston, challenging.
Oh yeah, that challenge.
Got her on the arm at the end.
They're not challenging it, really?
Friday nights for the NWSL on Prime tomorrow. Racing Louisville FC takes on Dover Summit FC. They can't miss matchup 8 Eastern, only on Prime. What are you looking for here for the Fever? All security. Stop the frame. That'd be good too. They show to Boston to a cutting Billy. It's over to Johnson. That's swatted away.
Oh, come on.
For the Valkyries. Burton crossing over Boston. She gets a piece and makes it
A
tough.
little bit of a prey up there from Burton.
This is a situation where Kelsey Mitchell is really going to have to take control offensively. This time without Caitlin.
There we go. There's Boston's number 1 3-pointer of the night.
Point made for the Fever. A good pass by
There we
Mitchell.
go.
And good shot
We're
there
pretty
by
much
Boston.
guaranteed to get one of those a game from Aaliyah Boston, and there it is.
Still plenty of time to play. Hits a 3-point game, and it's a beautifully competitive one tonight.
Going into commercial break here.
Bubble your insurance with Liberty, Biberty, and Save Hundreds.
Cut. It's bundle.
Oh man, these Liberty Mutual commercials. I love the Doug and Lima Emu, but this bubbly guy or the Liberty Biberty guy, who does he remind me of? He remind me of like Joey from Friends, just a hapless retard that you can't help but laugh at. You know what I mean? Liberty Biberty. I miss the days of good funny commercials. Here we go again, talking about commercials, right? Alright, update on the Valkyrie now. Gabby Williams, 14 points. She's 5 of 12 from the field. 4 for 4 from free throw. 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Veronica Burton, they haven't updated her. No, they did. Okay, yep. 5 blocks for her. 3 blocks for Kia Stokes. 8 blocks for the Valkyrie tonight. That is wild. I hate to say it, but Caitlin Clark's the one that's been getting stuff left and right. Unfortunately. What else we got here? Salon with 13 points. Zandalasini with 8 points. Ami here, not putting up a whole lot tonight. She's got 3 points. 1 for 5 from the field goal range there. 1 for 5. Not a whole lot of activity out of her. Tiffany Hayes, she has only played 5 minutes and hasn't played since, I believe, the first quarter. I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know why they've sat her down for the rest of the game, unless there was some issues earlier that we didn't notice. But not a whole lot of production there. Josita and Chen. Chen's only got 2 points. That's surprising. But she hasn't played much either. Only 11 minutes tonight. Some of the players I thought and expected to see more of, we haven't really seen much of at all tonight. But Caitlin Chen was going to do tonight, but they barely even touched her on the court. Of note, we haven't seen Van Sluten, Dantas, or Harris at all tonight. White hasn't seen fit to put any of them in rotation.
Big reason why the Fever are shooting under 40%. A team that has one of the best, not best offense in the league. A Fever team that averages almost.
That's one I'd definitely like to see, though. Grace Van Sluten, I'd love to see some more time for her on the court.
Veronica Burton's night. 5 blocks is a career high. It ties a franchise high, by the way, for an individual. And Golden State with a new franchise high, 10 blocks as a team tonight. Williams takes the handoff, pulls up for 15 feet and trains it.
Oh, it's multiverse. So Spider-Man Noir is just part of the multiverse, and there's Spider-Man India and what was that, Peter Porker? You know, I don't know if you've ever seen that one, the pig Spider-Man, Peter Porker. So I personally like the old classic style, the old noir style. I don't know if you ever played the video game LA Noire, but that was a fun video game. It's an interesting take on the multiverse, you know.
But that's when you talk about the athleticism that lifts you up over the shot block. And I have that. Mitchell with the kick out to Johnson. She's got a career high night. 16 points.
What a great read by Kelsey Mitchell. She could have tried to force something there. Instead, she trusts her rookie. And Raven
that is Johnson's second three-pointer tonight.
Fever trying to buy some time with Caitlin Clark out of the game right now, trailing by 2.
She is leading the Fever scoring tonight. Raven Johnson with 16 points. Leads the Fever.
Miss only for 3-point territory. Johnson to Mitchell. Look at that quickness. Oh, sends the pass.
Jesus, Mitchell just got swatted.
Back the other way. Williams trying the foul. The shot blocking in this game has been phenomenal by the Golden State Valkyries. Nothing easy in the paint for the Fever. Down the stretch of this game, they are contesting everything. 11 blocks. My eyes got big. I was like, oh, Kelsey has a layup. No, she don't. No.
Now, while the Valkyrie might have 11 blocks, the Fever have 5.
Yeah, they do.
And they're spread out among 5 different players.
Caitlin Clark checks back in, and the Fever only trailing by 2. Now by 3 with that free throw. There's no doubt they played below their level on the offensive end, Indiana, in terms of their efficiency, but they're right here. I mean, 5 minutes left in the game, and they're right here, not having had multiple players on their team, not have their best nights. So you have to like that you still have an opportunity to win the game, but now it's 2. And Mitchell's going to split the defense that time. She'll get her layup. And you're exerting a lot of energy on the defensive end.
That gives Mitchell 12.
In terms of the point potential of Golden State, how much offense can they continue to produce down the stretch of a game like this if Indiana keeps going? What a pass to Stokes for the finish. These are big minutes. Big minutes for USAC. Yeah, I mean, possession game here late. Clark.
There we go.
She's been sitting for a while, but she's got the hot hand and drills a 3-pointer. Back and forth. I love it. And that's why the Fever's never out of it. Whoa, wow, look at Kathy Williams, who up and down the rebound, one hand. Gets it right back, 8 seconds here to shoot. Cunningham defending. Williams off the 1 foot.
Come on, Mitchell, pass.
Still finding her own pace, steps it back for 3, squeezes out. Boston comes up with the offensive rebound, going right at Stokes for 2.
Fever take the lead. 3:05 left to go here. This is so tight. Just back and forth.
Opportunity at the rim, and Boston with the tough finish. The Fever have not scored in the fourth quarter, but they lead this game by 1.
It's not a nail biter yet, but boy, it's getting close.
With the push. Clark hitting a big three to help pull the Fever within 1. And then Boston with the shot to give them the lead by 1. I mean, that's what makes these guys dangerous, is they can play below their level, and then they have enough firepower, they have enough confidence. It's really even a confidence thing. I mean, Clark, Mitchell, and Boston, they can shoot 0 for whatever, and in the fourth quarter, they have the belief that they can make plays to win the game.
Now, I know this live stream's generic as all hell, you guys, but do me a favor, hit that like button. The game's almost over. Let's get that like pumped up. Let's see, I don't know, 100, 125, 150, 200 if you can do it. Everybody hit that like button for me. Let's get that number pumped up before the end of the game here.
And that's what you're seeing now, that rally, that competitiveness, that never quit mentality. Free throws, give Golden State the lead right back. Clark looking for
Oh, come on, you guys.
Paul has it, Paul's.
There we go.
The Fever the lead right back. That's kind of two 50-50 balls, the last two Indiana Fever possessions that Indiana gets the bounce and is able to turn that into 4 points. Williams sees a scene, draws the foul against Mitchell once again. Stops the clock at 2:22. I mean, that's anybody's ball at some point, right? And Hall just gets it, and then has the presence to knock it down.
Anytime, Rob. Thanks for stopping by and enjoying the live stream. Appreciate you.
I didn't love the shot selection. She gets bailed by Kelsey with the foul. But that's what's interesting. You talked about the China, like late in games and execution. Who is going?
Oh, man.
How are they going to manufacture quality?
Valkyrie have been just off tonight on their free throws.
25 points. But that's the difference in the roster.
They are literally, what was it? 17 for 24. They're 71% on free throws tonight.
But Golden State got the offensive rebound thanks to Salon. Yeah, Gabby misses 2 free throws there, but you're right, Kara. Who is Golden State when there's pressure on their offense? Yeah. And great rebound there by Salon. And that's why what Indiana's done in the last 2 possessions is bad in a situation. In a team that's trying to figure out, like, who are we with our offense late? Mitchell fouls a jump shooter, and then they allow an offensive rebound. There's a 50-50 ball that goes Golden State's way, and then they foul Salon. So they don't have to find anyone right now. They just got to make free throws. Yeah.
Oh, Golden State's in the bonus right now.
1 point lead for Golden
So
State.
personal fouls are going to lead to shots.
To pick up Clark. Caitlin Clark with 16 points. Again, feeding Boston on the block. Aaliyah Boston can't get the bounce that time.
Uh-oh. We're down to 2 minutes. Valkyrie by 1.
Here's Salon, the one jumper, baseline jumper is good. And it's a 3-point advantage for Golden State. Bahara is wrecking.
All right, so 3-point game here. 148 left to go. Burton now has 25 points. And I don't think I'd ever say this before. She's only 5 blocks away from a double-double. She does have 6 rebounds, though, and 3 assists. She's doing pretty damn good tonight. Gabby Williams with 18 points, and Salon with 17. Not a whole lot of real big production out of their bench. Zandalasini, Amihir, Chen, and Josite. Not a whole lot going on there. But Kayla Thornton has played 18 minutes tonight and has 0 points. 18 minutes and 0 points for Kayla Thornton. Now, Raven Johnson over here on the Fever side, she's got 16 points. She's tied with Caitlin Clark as the point leader tonight. 16 apiece there. She's been in for 21 minutes. She's 7 of 10 from the field, 2 of 3 for 3. She has 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block. So, like I said, the Fever have spread out their blocks among 5 different players. Timpson, Allen, Clark, and Billings all also have blocks. So, doing pretty good there. But compared to what Burton's put up tonight, that is wild.
We needed to be the more physical team in game 1. Well, they have so far in game 2.
After timeout, set here, Clark dribbling out of traffic. Pass deflected by Salon. 10 turnovers by the Fever.
I thought she was going to shoot that.
Tite Mike pulls. She's got that soft stroke. 3-point advantage here for Golden State. Clark has it. Step on the sideline. Back-to-back turnovers for the Fever.
Holy shit. Called her OB. Down by 3 with a minute to go, and they're calling her OB. We really can't afford any fouls. Valkyrie have 1 to give. The Fever can't afford any. Any fouling right now is just not good at all. Well, thank you, James. You're very welcome. Don't let her get that space.
Mitchell defender, 9 seconds, doing some dancing. Veronica Burton. Post touch for Salon, the turnaround and an out.
Yep.
And a quick timeout for Stephanie White.
Quick little reset timeout by White here to get back down the court, save a little bit of time on the clock there. You're welcome, Charles.
Anticipation by Salon, using her wingspan and size, and Veronica Burton, who's been all over it. And that step on the baseline, that comes after being under duress for an entire game. And the little things the inches start to make a difference in that situation.
Yeah, CC is on the floor.
They bring two to her, and she's got to get off the ball a little bit quicker there. And obviously, the hot hands was something that they talked about, their positioning. They didn't love how they were undisciplined in the fourth quarter in the second half against Indiana last week in the loss.
Clark with a quick trigger and out, partially blocked.
Oh my goodness.
Ahead of traffic to Salon. Finishes it off. And Golden State has some breathing room. 5-point advantage. Mitchell coming over. Starks once again, but a foul call. Stops the clock. Just inside 25 seconds left.
Worth noting, 24.8 seconds on the game clock, 24 seconds on the shot clock. That little tiny discrepancy is always enough to help these referees go, hey, you know what, let's put a couple extra tenths of a second on the clock. So keep that in mind. Would not be surprised if that happens to come into play here. That little tiny difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
Tenths of a second differential between game and shot clock. Mitchell with a crucial free throw. And pressure coming.
Mitchell's been pretty impressive from the line as well this season. I think she's only missed, I believe, 1 or 2 free throws this whole season. So Mitchell is right up there like 98 or 97% on her free throws. Possible elbow to the face there. I mean, if you're asking me, I don't think there was a flagrant. She definitely shouldn't have had her elbow up that high. But I don't think it was a flagrant. It's not like she threw an elbow. It was just up there.
Veronica Burton got Caitlin Clark in the face with her elbow. Looked to me to be incidental contact.
That's what I'm saying. It was incidental.
But when there is contact above the
But
shoulders,
you shouldn't have your elbow up that high anyway.
there is a review.
Which is funny though, because Burton's only 5'9". She's short.
Possible windup, follow through. I mean, obviously it's an important call in the game. I mean, Indiana is down 2 possessions, and Mitchell gets fouled and makes both free throws, and then if they're able to get this turnover, I mean, they even got options. I mean, they don't have to go for 3 here with the time left on the clock and the timeout in their back pocket. They could even go for 2. It's been a great game. Yeah. One more look at it. It's the play that they're taking a look at.
See, it was elbow, and that was incidental contact, but it was still an elbow to damn near to the nose there.
You're drawing something up in a baseline out, right? Because if it is just a regular offensive foul, you're trying. It's an important baseline out of bounds. It's an important special situation. So you want to make sure that, as they said, it was unsuccessful. You want to make sure that you have a good play, you have a good understanding of what you want to do. Make or miss out of this. That was the Golden State Challenge, unsuccessful. Matter and Nicasa is looking for an explanation.
Now, these coaches' challenges certainly afford us a great opportunity for a bad lip reading.
He's going to be on the side here. Golden State with 14 fouls after that offensive foul call. So the Fever will have a sideline on the bounce play. One timeout left for each of these teams. Here's Clark getting double team. Gets it to Cunningham. 18 seconds. Cunningham drives and scores. And it's a 1-point game.
That was smart.
And a reset timeout here for Golden State. Allows the Valkyries to advance the ball. And substitutions can be made without huddling up. That's a good action here. Goes to go to the ball just like before. I thought Clark got off it a little bit late there too. But the poor angle on the closeout by Salon allows Cunningham to get directly to the rim before Stokes, the shot blocker, gets there. So good job by Indiana. Scored quick. Did not have to be a 3. It's still a 1-possession game. You put pressure on the Golden State free throw shooters to make them. And we already talked to Abby Williams. That's 2.
There's still time. We got 16.3 seconds. We just can't risk any stupid fouls right now.
I don't know how you feel about who you want to foul in that situation, Carol, but if you see a player miss 2 free throws, she should grab her shooter. Yeah. But I think she looked. Maybe she didn't want. I don't know. She has to know how many fouls she has, but sometimes you don't want to do that if you have 5, right? So they're gonna have to take her out the next time taking a foul situation.
Oof.
Yeah, there's 3. Williams has missed 3 straight.
That has been rough for them tonight from the free throw line.
Golden State as a team.
They have really struggled tonight.
They're 70% tonight. That's a big one. It's a 2-point game. Williams ties her season high with 19, and here comes Mitchell. Shot clock's not on play. 11 seconds on the game clock. Clark has it. Trailing by 2 to Boston at the post. Boston trying to spin out of that double team. Can't get it. The ball's loose. Time is ticking.
1.2 seconds and we're going to a jump ball. 1.2 seconds because Boston wanted to play Twister in the paint.
Not right away. Boston goes into the paint, starts to make a move, and man, she spins back.
She spun back and forth 3 or 4 times. Here we go. Count it. 1, 2, 3. 3 spins.
Look, it's just a brilliant job of timing on the double team there by the Valkyries. And too late for Boston to get it out. 1.2. Cunningham has it. Clark calls a quick timeout.
Oh my God. 0.3 seconds.
With 0.3 left.
Oh my God.
I was going to say, let's say that's the time. I would think. I don't know, though, when she tips it, or when she calls it. You would think 0.3 is the bare minimum, right? So, you can at least catch and shoot. Yeah.
0.17. That is the minimum amount of time required to inbound a ball and get a shot off is 0.17 seconds.
0.7, 0.8, you think? They have it at 3. Tenths of a second. 0.6. Okay. A little bit more. There you go. What's this look like for Stephanie?
All right. That's enough time.
Well, the good thing is you can get a 2 or
That's
a
enough
3.
time for a turn and shoot.
You got to try to get someone.
So we're either getting a win or an overtime.
An opportunity to have enough time to catch and shoot it, because you don't have to just do a tip. I think you want to go for a catch and shoot. What that looks like, depending on the side too. I don't know.
Now, mind you, both teams are in the bonus right now, so we could get a catch and shoot with a foul with an and one. So we don't have to go for that 3. You can get somebody in close and get that bucket and get the and one.
You have to know that Caitlin Clark, Chelsea Mitchell, those are options.
That's what we're really looking for here.
Quickly, because you're also thinking about shooting mechanics. If you're Indiana, you can get that shot off with quickness and efficiency. Yeah, it's just everybody downhill. And they've run a couple versions of this before. Actually, the Pacers have run a play like this as well. That's everybody flooding down, almost like a football pattern here, to see if you get somebody going to the ball. 0.6 coming down. Here's the tie. Boston couldn't get it. Gotta look at it. But the Valkyries survive.
That's it. Damn. Congrats to the Valkyries, 90-88 over the Indiana Fever tonight. There we go. Hey, thank y'all for joining me tonight. I hope you got a good view of the game this evening. We will see you guys on the next one. Until next time, y'all take care.